Have you ever imagined a world without BTS? For weeks, rumors swirled in the dark corners of the internet, leaving armies around the world holding their breath. The initially faint whispers eventually turned into an unstoppable roar. Is it true that one of the pillars that made BTS shine is leaving? Everything centers on Kim Taehyung, the fashion icon with an alluring baritone voice. The speculation culminated when an official announcement from Big Hit Music finally reached the ears of fans. What's in it? Confirmation that Taehyung, along with the other members, will be starting a new chapter in his draft chapter. Yes, Taehyung left for a while, instead of leaving the group, to fulfill his national duty. However, in the midst of a wave of anxiety and sadness, because it will be separated for a while, there comes a surprise that touches the heart. Jungkook, the magne, who usually keeps his privacy strictly, finally opened his voice. In a live broadcast full of emotion, his usually sparkling eyes looked teary. "Please wait for us," he whispered in a hoarse voice, followed by a bitter smile that made the watching army shed tears. He talked about how hard this separation has been, not only for ARMY, but also for the 7 members who have become family to him. He promised, with all his heart, that they would return with the best version of themselves each. That moment, Jungkook's innocent and soulful words instantly flooded social media. The hashtag we will wait for BTS exploded in minutes. Thousands of ARMY expressed their disbelief, not because of the rumors Taehyung came out, but because of how quickly time passes and how mature their members are in facing life's challenges. They are overwhelmed, they are proud, and most importantly, their confidence in BTS and ARMY's bond is getting stronger. This farewell is not the end, but a short pause in an epic story that will continue to be written. And armies around the world, faithfully, will wait patiently as they continue to play their songs, longing for the day when the 7 lights again gather on stage. The story does not stop there. Behind the scenes, before the official announcement came out, it turned out that Taehyung himself was the most persistent in entertaining the members. Sources close to the group revealed that it was V who often started small talk in the middle of their intense rehearsals, diluting the sadness that began to air. "We'll be fine. Our army is strong, and we will come back stronger," he said, as quoted by a person present at the location. That simple sentence served as a confirmation for Jungkook and the others, who were secretly uneasy about the future. Then, like a signal that had been awaited, RM, the leader, issued a long letter on the Weverse platform. His philosophical and honest writings on this period of respite became an antidote to grief. He described BTS's journey as a thick book, and this draft chapter is just one chapter to go through to develop a more mature and in-depth storyline. He asked the army not to think of this as a farewell, but rather as a long breath exercise before singing their most beautiful melody. ARMY's response was rolling like a wave of unstoppable love. Charity projects on behalf of the 7 members are scattered all over the world. From donations for the arts and music of underprivileged children, to tree planting, to mental health support campaigns. They prove that waiting is not a passive state. International media reported on the phenomenon with admiration, highlighting how the bond between artists and fans has transcended the boundaries of ordinary music. Now, amid the temporary silence, that hope lives on. Every old photo re-uploaded, every cut of a song that sounds on the radio, every memory of a concert that suddenly trends is a little whisper. This is just goodbye, not goodbye. And somewhere, Jungkook, Taehyung, and everyone else noticed that when the curtain finally opened again, the cries of Borahi from millions ARMY will echo louder than ever, welcoming families who are finally back whole. And in that hopeful silence, an unexpected surprise came warming the heart. Taehyung, in between undergoing basic training, reportedly took time to write a long letter to the army. A recruit who has completed his military service tells Taehyung that he spends his nights writing under a flashlight. He said he didn't want the army to feel alone. Every word was carefully written, as if to hug through the writing. This news quickly became a comfort among fans, who imagined the idol in an olive green uniform, still trying to convey warmth from a distance. Meanwhile, in the outside world, Jungkook increasingly shows his mature side. Her lives, once filled with laughter and cheerful dancing, are now occasionally filled with serious chatter about the future and personal growth. During a session, while playing the guitar gently, he suddenly stopped and said, "I'm learning a lot of new things for us later." The cryptic line immediately sparked a flood of theories and support from fans who were convinced that she was preparing something special for their reunion. In fact, entertainment companies began to glance at the solo talents of BTS members who began to shine with their respective colors, as if to prove that this hiatus is not the end, but the beginning of a more glorious evolution. Tonight, in a corner of Seoul, a group of soldiers gathered with candles in their hands, singing Spring Day in a trembling voice. They do not mourn, but celebrate an irreplaceable bond. A fan with teary eyes whispered, "We're waiting because we know even the brightest light needs time to come back." And in that patience, there is an unshakable belief. BTS's reunion will not be just a comeback, but a festival of victory over the longing they managed to conquer together.